Hello, hi, it's Liz here, and a little while ago I entered a giveaway run on Instagram by Cindy, and it's Cindy Kuijpers. I don't know if that's Queepers or Quipers or sorry, Cindy. The Instagram is CK Amsterdam. And yeah, and so I won this gorgeous grungy journal and a lovely postcard, which has been altered in a really nice arty way. She says, Happy New Year, hope you love the journal. So if you want to check out Instagram, it's CK Amsterdam, and she also has an Etsy shop, which is Artichoke in Bloom. Artichoke in Bloom. So yeah, so thanks again, Cindy. We'll put that in the journal at some point. So this is the journal that I got sent. It's really quite arty and grungy, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. There's little bits of things stuck in, and it's quite painterly and little bits. It's a proper kind of junky journal, I would have said, with little bits of things, and I'm just absolutely over the moon to have it in my hands. It's somehow cool to have something that somebody else has made. The textures, that's all painty. Yeah, just to have something that somebody's put their artistic vibe onto it and loved it and sent it to me. So I now want to make it my own, and I thought we'll do the front cover. So I've had a play around, and I think, and I'm going to stick to the black and beige and white, and there's sort of touches of blue and teal. I'm going to stick to that colour palette. Yeah, so I've looked through my stash, and I have shopped my stash and found quite a lot of that kind of colour palette in nice little bits. I'm just going to do kind of mini collages on some of the pages, but today we'll do the front cover, and I want to put a pocket here to keep all these bits in for future in this. Now that I've picked them all out, I want to keep them safe with the journal, so that they'll be there for when I want to work on it. So the front cover, I have these pieces here, and I've been playing around. This is from, it's a little piece from this huge book, Freehand New Typography Sketchbooks, and it was absolutely falling apart, and I got it, I think, for 50p out a bookshop. It wasn't a charity shop find, but it's got just cool kind of things in it, and I just thought I've used quite a lot of it. Some of it's a bit odd, but you know, maybe we're all a bit odd. So that's where that came from. If you fancy, if you ever come across that book, it was originally £29.95, £30, nearly shilling off £30, I don't know. It's quite expensive, I think. Anyway, that's where this piece came from, and I thought maybe I would do something along these lines. I've got some bits. I've got Lucky 7. I'll ink these up, and I'll maybe add some stitching. I couldn't get the 7 to work with the Lucky, so I'm going to turn it on its side. It's a lazy 7. It's fell asleep. And then I thought I would just put something down here like that, maybe. just to kind of zhuzh up the cover a little bit. I want to still be able to see underneath. I've got this, which I thought might be quite nice. Maybe up the side there. Maybe up the edge if I stitch that on. And I've also got these words, which I might add once I've seen it all in place. So we'll keep them to the side for the moment. So let's maybe ink up some bits. Let me move the books out of the way. I've got tumbled glass, vintage photo, faded jeans and peacock feathers. So let's put some ink on this first. I think maybe I'm going to try and add some ink in the, I think they're either G's or they're number 9s, I'm not sure. And I'm going to use the faded jeans first of all, and maybe just, I think because the style of this is really quite loose, I'm happy just to kind of play around with some ideas and not worry too much about staying in the lines, because I think, yeah, I'm quite liking that. A lot of this will be covered up, I think. Let's try some of the teal peacock feathers, just to kind of, oh, that's quite cool. Right, now it's maybe needing some vintage photo. And we'll do this round the edge. Round the edge and in a bit. And it's starting to get really quite windy and gusty here. We're expecting a storm. Storm Aisha. It's going to be upon us in the next few hours. Yeah, I quite like that. Quite like that. Right, what else can we add a little bit of colour to this? I'm going to put a wee running stitch along there, a wee zigzag or something. Maybe. Let's just keep adding some colours and see what we end up with. I'm going to keep the 7 bold, I think. Now, do we want to add, I think I'll keep the butterfly white as well. Right, so I think that's all the colours, all the colouring I'm going to do. And I think now we will go to the cover and see what needs stitched. So I think what we'll do is stitch along this, and we'll put a little bit of stitching there, and that will be like that. I've swapped that round, but I want that there. There. And about there. Right, and then this down the side, and I think maybe we'll add some tail to this just to give us another that's better. Maybe we'll put some tail around the edge of the actual journal just to pull it into those colours there on that. Right. That's better. Yeah, and I think the stitching will make a difference. Maybe do some zigzags. So before I go to the machine, I want to show you what I'm going to do on this inside. I've got a scrap piece from a book. This is from the New Times Nature Diary, and I'm sure this was from a charity shop. Yep, it was £1.99, and this is all black and white illustrations. I've used this book a lot. It's got gorgeous things in it, and just in this front bundle here where I've cut things out was this piece, and it just so that's the New Times Nature Diary, Derwent Me, illustrated by Richard Blake, and it was £6.99 new, but like I say, that was £1.99, I think I said there. So, and I think I'm just going to leave this as is and just have it a little bit of a random pocket, and if I stitch it on there and there, and then I can put all my little pieces. It's quite a big bundle, but I think it would be all right. And keep all my little journaly collagey pieces, and I'm just going to put that there. So I think what I'll do is I'll just put a little dab of glue round the edge so that it will stay in place for my stitching. So that will be stitched because I'll be stitching Now will I be able to go all the way around in the machine? Yeah, I'll be able to. Maybe not up the side. Maybe not up the side, but I'll be able to do some fancy stitching there through the machine. Yeah. Right, what else do I want to do before I go to the sewing machine? I've got some washi here, and I thought that would actually be quite nice across the bottom there. Yeah, and that's my pocket for all my bits. All my bits are going in there. Right, I'm going to the sewing machine. Oh, excuse me. I'm back from the machine and I have stitched around this piece and my lucky, because this was my lucky win, which is why I'm calling it my lucky 7. I was lucky to win this journal, and I stitched across do not crush as well, just for a little bit of something. Right, I'm not sure if I want that right in the middle there, up further. I think I maybe do. And then I put this down there and I stitched my pocket in there. Right, so let's get these stuck down before I fiddle anymore. So I'll get this on. Yeah, so there's a storm coming. We're not sure what we're going to do about walking Millie, because it's to be really 80-90 miles an hour winds, and we usually take her out for our last business at about 10 o'clock, and that's kind of when it's going to reach its height of windiness, and so we're thinking maybe we'll go a bit early and hope for the best, and then just take her out for a quick last minute, just out the door maybe. We'll see how it develops, because if it's really bad she'll be scared and she just won't do her business anyway, so we're as well going when it's a little bit quieter, I think. Right, let's see, I'm going to glue these simultaneously. There we are. Lucky 7. And then we'll get the butterfly on there. And then we'll maybe add a word from the sticker sheet. So we're no further forward with finding a new place to live, to move, for those people that are kindly asking. Over the weekend, nothing really comes on the market. But we will keep looking, and as soon as we go to view something, I will let you know, because you're all kind enough to ask after how things are going and what's happening. So I will keep you updated. It's just that it does seem to be very slow at the moment, the housing market. So I guess we just have to be patient. So what do we think? What do we think? Be brave. Be amazed. What about use your wings? Because there's a butterfly, or is that kind of obvious? I'm reading them all, trying to think what would be a nice word for the front. What about adventure awaits? Because adventure awaits with the house move just now, or the maybe house move if we find something. And also adventure awaits because this is totally different from sort of what I would normally do. So I'm maybe in an arty adventure awaits. I think we'll put it here. Right, so yeah, I'm pleased with that. Let's get my little bundle and see what happens. Doesn't that make a great noise? I think this little bundle's maybe too big for my pocket. Oh no, it's fine, because I've got a little envelope in there to use as well. That I'll use somewhere. These things could go in the little envelope just now, because these are smaller things. So let's put them in there. And that keeps the small things together. And then we've got the bigger things. Right away, that looks good there, doesn't it? See, I could just keep going on and do more pages, but I'm going to stop. I'm going to tuck them safely in there. I quite like the way that's just random. And then I've got my little envelope as well. Spread them out a wee bit so that they're not all in the one spot. Yeah. So, let's see. Let's put Cindy's postcard in there too for now, till it gets a proper space. And Cindy's little card, I'll put that in there as well. And that's me. So, yeah, happy with that. So, thanks for joining me today. If you've enjoyed the video, a thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.